So hi everyone, my name is Sari Kreta. I am Research and Development Site Manager for Alcatel-Lucent at Exalt Technologies, located in Ramallah. So in today's presentation, it will continue Jean-François' presentation. So we're going to talk about our experience using GWT at Exalt. So the plan for our presentation is as follows. First of all, I'll be giving you a quick overview of the company, our company, the technologies and areas of development, the decision we took as development management and product management at Exalt for using GWT, our first GWT project. Here we started with developers that didn't have any experience with GWT, and we had a learning curve to move forward with the technology. And also I will be talking about some of the limitations that we found using GWT. And finally, my colleague Amjad will be giving you a live demo of one of the products that was developed at Exalt. So Exalt Technologies is a software development company. It was established in 1997. Some of you may know us as Siemens Information and Technology. So it was renamed in 2003 to Exalt Technologies. In my team, we're working on different technologies. So here's a list of technologies. So first of all, working on Zool, which is the XML user interface language. It's a programming language from Mozilla, and it's the same language used for in the Mozilla Firefox browser. And we're sharing also in our applications the same engine, which is the Zool Runner engine. Then we work on web development. So it's a basic JSP, servlets, HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. We have also our backend servers. Our backend services, they are all developed in Java. And I will be talking to you in the next slides about GWT. We use Flex, mainly UI design and charting, as it has a powerful engine. Databases, MS SQL and Oracle. And we have iPhone development also. So it is iPhone, iPod Touch development. It's in Objective-C, which is a C-like language, and C-like language and object-oriented. And we started the project recently on Android. So I will not be talking to you in this day about our development in Android, but maybe in other presentations. So our areas of development, so we're mainly developing call center solutions for call centers. We build web applications, desktop applications, and applications for handheld devices, such as iPhone, iPod Touch. And in the future, we'll be working on Android too. So just a few numbers about GWT. What we have developed in the last year we have developed 8 applications using GWT. 3 of them are So 3 of them are main applications, and 5 are admin pages for the applications we have developed. So our decision for using GWT are, first of all, GWT is open source, so it's an open community. We have large resources on the net. Many developers download and use GWT, so we had too much resources on the net about GWT. Cross-browser compatibility, as you know, when you develop a web application, you run always into problems for testing how it will look like the page in Firefox, how it will look like in IE, in Chrome. So this, we don't have to worry about cross-browser compatibility. All we have to worry about is write enhanced code. And as Jean-François mentioned, it's a Java-based code. So we can write object-oriented code. We can apply the design patterns we want. So we can have separation between the UI views and the business logic. So we can apply MVC patterns, etc. GWT offers many reusable components inside GWT. It also there's an incubator. Some of the components, before getting in the release, they are in the GWT incubator, and you can build your own components The next point, which is important, is internationalization and localization of applications. It's really simple using GWT. All you have to do is externalize the strings to resource bundles, and then change the locale. So define them as and interaction with JavaScript. We're writing Java code, but we can interact in the same way with JavaScript. There is a JavaScript native interface, so we can write JavaScript directly. We can build our own JUnit tests. It's same as Java. And finally, the integration with Maven. I don't know if you're familiar with Maven. It's like Ant-like building scripts. So there is a GWT Maven plugin, which allows automated building of the application and running the JUnit tests and everything. So in our first GWT project, we started in 2007 with version 1.4 of GWT. Our developers had a learning curve, which was the references. We took them. We were searching on the net. So our main reference was the Web Toolkit docs. So it's the Web Toolkit site. We have the Google community. There are too many active groups on Google Groups, and other web resources. So on the search engine, you can simply type GWT tutorial, and you will have millions of tutorials. And the second phase of development was prototypes. So we had some UIs from engineers, from UI engineers, and we had to build the UI prototype. So we built 5 versions of the prototype in 30 days or 40 days. So which shows a quick development using GWT. And project development started in April 2008. And the main features of the application that it should be I-18N, L10N compliant, so supports internationalization and localization. Skinning multiple skins, we had to change some of the components to support skinning, as our metaphor for skinning is different from the existing. So we also built some reusable components, a column chooser, which allows choosing some of the table headers, calendar, and error dialogues, like pop-ups, so we reuse them all over the application. And communication with the backend was using GWT Rpc services. And the project integration with Maven, we made it in June 2008. So here's the application that we have developed. So here we have a scroll table from the incubator. Some of the features of the scroll table is that you can resize it, it's dynamic. Resize it, reorder columns, and other basic GWT existing components. Here's the reusable component that we used in this application and in other applications. So clicking here will open a pop-up, which will, where we can choose reorder columns, and this is a reusable component. So before moving to the demo, I just want to show some of the limitations that we saw about when using GWT, is that not all the Java packages are supported. So we have only java.util and java.lang packages are covered. We didn't find any sort of reflection, Java reflection, calling a function, a method using its name, from its name. And in hosted mode, when in hosted mode that we saw from Jean-François, we can test the CSS layout on different browsers. So JavaScript is cross-browser, but not CSS. So if you don't write enhanced CSS code, it looks different from one browser to another. So now, Amjad will take over.
Hi, my name is Amjad Khalifa. Today I will talk about the GWT from a practical sense. I will go through a demo in 2 phases. The first phase is that we will show an already implemented GWT product that was implemented in Exalt. The second phase is that I will go through some code. I will write some code that will demonstrate simple features about GWT. As you can see, I will show a product. Its name is DCC. I won't talk about the details of the product, but as you see, this is a dashboard. This dashboard is a GWT user interface client. As you can see, we have a group of components that we use to build this UI. This UI is JavaScript as client. It was written in Java and converted to JavaScript. The backend or the server is Java. You communicate through a network using Rpc Codes, which enables you to make asynchronous calls. And as was mentioned before in the GWT overview, you can send data objects through RPC, just serializable, and everything will be handled in the client and the server side. For this product, as you can see, I will show two components. The first one is an already component that was implemented in the GWT incubator. This is the grid, the main grid of in the product is a component that came from GWT incubator. This is a scrollable GW table. You only have to use it as you use any Java class in writing Java. It has many implemented features that you can use for like sorting, paging, scrolling, selection, and multi-selection. These are all already implemented in the component that comes from the GWT. So you have only to declare the implementation of what basis of sorting you need, what basis of paging you need, what scroll policy, what is the selection you need for in the grid. But in another hand, we have components that were not found in the GWT, components that are used for the special purpose of this product. For example, we have this tooltip. GWT does not have this shape of tooltip, so as a requirement in our product, we needed some tooltip to look like that. So we simply built a component of our own. It's basically built on top of the existing GWT component. You have a panel, and you separate the panel, vertical panel, and the whole thing about JavaScript, but in Java. The second part of what I will show is code. I'm still here. Okay, now I will move to Eclipse. Can you hear? I will move to Eclipse. I will just write some simple code to demonstrate GWT. As you can see, this is Eclipse. So everyone who's familiar with Java knows how powerful Eclipse is and how it's easy to help developer. As was mentioned in the previous presentation about GWT, you will have the structure. It's simple. You just follow some scripts bundled with the GWT distribution, and you will have a structure similar to the one shown on Eclipse. Okay. So first, I will let you see what we have already in this code. It's simple. We have a label, and we have the tooltip that I have shown. Here, this is the hosted mode, and we will go to to compile. The compile process is the process of converting the Java to the JavaScript. Okay, so while it is compiling, let's go here simply by declaring any GWT. Thank you. So this is the compile. Okay. So now let's get started with adding a button to a page. Button. Let's call it get data. So button. Okay. So basically here I declared a GWT button. So let us also declare a text area. Okay, so basically declaring them does not mean that we have them already in the page. We should add them to a horizontal panel, a vertical panel, or any panel that we choose. We have an already H panel, so we will add. Okay. Can you see back there? Not sure how. If anyone can help, just say. Better? Okay. Okay, so basically I have declared declared a button and a text area and added them to H panel. Simply here by refreshing, we will have those available. Compiling will go to JavaScript and we can use those in Firefox or IE. Okay. So after that, I will demonstrate the RPC codes. As I said, we are using Ajax, so we have RPC codes. These are asynchronous codes. So basically, I will add an event handler to the button we have used, and this is basically like doing the swing Java. So the get data button that we have declared, we will add a click listener, new click listener, and it's an interface, so you have to add the unimplemented method as Eclipse advises. Okay, so here we are handling the on-click event for the button. So if we, for example, add a text to the text area when okay, thank you. Okay, so basically I added an event handler for the button, and in the event handler on click, we will add text to the clicked. Thank you. I'm not sure I will know anymore. Okay. Okay. So now, basically, when we click the button, we will have the click appear. Okay. So now let's go to the RPC codes. Basically here, I have prepared the classes that needed for the interfaces for the client and server, but I will just fill their functions. So basically, when we click on the button, we will go to we will go to the server, ask for a data, and then show the data retrieved in the text area. So we have to add, and in the interface, we have to add the service that we want to invoke on the server. So let's say void get data, and this should take a sync.
Sorry for this, guys. We're going to get the sound sorted very soon.
Okay. Okay, so results. Okay. Okay, so basically we have to add the servers to the asynchronous interface. we should do this also in the synchronous interface. These are some procedure that should be done to declare any service in the backend. So what we called it here, we should have the same. So copy, paste, and we're done. Okay. For the server, now we should implement the method we added. So here, on the server, let's say string, and we just want to retrieve a data. Let's say hi from the server. This is invoked on the server side. So basically what I have done is to have a service on the backend. This service will, once it's invoked, will retrieve a simple string to the UI. So we have to call it in the UI. Okay. So on the event of the click, rather than saying set text, we will have service, and we will call the get data service. And this should have new asynchronous callback, and we will have, okay, and the asynchronous callback, as you know, in Java, we should implement methods on failure and on success. On failure is when we have problem with the network, problem with the server, so the server can't respond with our request. On success is the normal behavior. So I will retrieve the result from the server and set it in the text area we have declared. So basically here, when running the application and when clicking on the click button, we should go to the server, retrieve a sentence from the server, hi from server. This came back from the server. This is not a UI, not JavaScript. This was transported through the server in a serializable object. You can write more complex than string. You can have your bean, your data class, and have it retrieved over the network. Okay, so one other thing I want to show is the internationalization. I'm not sure that you all know what internationalization. I just know it 2 weeks ago. So internationalization is to make your application speak many languages. It can go with French, can go with English. This is basically simple in using GWT. You only have to have a properties file. So if you come here and say the click in English is click, and click in French, click, let's call it click in French. Okay, so basically you just want to externalize. You run a script that comes from the GWT distribution. You have the live demo. You have the constants that we have just written. You have a generated interface from the script. So you get back. We will get back to the click, and rather than having it statically declared on the label, we will just call the constants and say that it is click. Okay, so running the application, where is run? Running the application, first as a default, as we have, you need an XML to define some properties. So as we provided that English is the default, but if we write on the URL locale equals fr, then we have click in French instead of click. And this is basically the internationalization. Internationalization is having the, rather than writing click here, to have it come from a bundle properties file. And localization is to provide a properties file with a certain language. Okay, the last thing I want to show is how easy to plug in any JavaScript code inside the GWT. many times you have things done in JavaScript easier because it's not implemented in GWT, or it's not, or you need to plug in a JavaScript framework, Scriptaculous, anything. You just declare native JavaScript public static native void, and let's have it alert from JS. This should be it looks like the comment, but it's not. And we have no, it's an 8. Okay, so there it's wrong. Okay, so this is a native JavaScript function that you can call through within the Java, and vice versa. We will have an alert in JavaScript. It's alert. There is no auto-completion, no control and space in JavaScript, so hi from JavaScript. Okay. Okay. And so we only need to call it from the Java code. Let's have it on the click, on the on-click either. So let's do alert from JS, and that's it. We have to run. And this needs to be compiled so we can see everything in the hosted mode as the final version of this demo. This will take some minute. This is the process of converting the Java to the JavaScript. This should be done once you are done with everything in your application and you are ready to view it or release it. Okay. We have to wait. You have to wait. So here is the final version as we started the click. The get data, which gets the data from the server, and here is the hi from JS. This is JavaScript, not GWT. This is a JavaScript that was plugged to the GWT code, and here is the Rpc code, and we can the locale equals fr, and click in the French, and the same functionality, nothing was changed. So basically, this was my demo. I wanted to show some simple features, simple code that does good features to us. I know that Java is better for a lot of us in writing, in using Eclipse, in control and spacing everything, and auto-completing, rather than having the type mistakes in JavaScript. That's it. I hope this was useful. Thank you.
So I'm really impressed. That's the best presentation of GWT I ever had. Really, congratulations. Yeah, there's nothing to add to GWT. You saw how easy it was, how powerful it is. So just, he will be around, just chat with him. He's got plenty of things to explain to you, and maybe even to us. Congratulations, really.